Hello everyone, it is me, Amber, as you can tell because this is from my Tumblr. But tonight I went and saw that Eddie Murphy movie called A Thousand Words. It was actually pretty good. If you're willing to go see it, then I would go see it. It was a very cute movie. Some parts were a little cheesy and you're like, I don't know, but it had actually a lot of good, honest moments. And it's basically about a man who talks too much and doesn't realize what his life's, what kind of life is flashing before him. He works too much and everything. And this tree comes up and if all the leaves fall off, then he dies, which means every word that he says, a leaf drops. So, but it was actually really, really good. And I don't know why, but it made me think, that people in the world, we all talk too much. I mean, it's not just words. It's not just letters or opinions or a song. Sometimes people really talk. They talk too much. I mean, I know I'm overusing that, but we need to realize that sometimes silence is honestly, it's healthy. I mean, sometimes people, I don't know how to say it. And I'm usually very good at saying stuff like this. But to be honest, it made me think that life is really short. And it had a lot of flashbacks in it saying, you were never there. I wish you were. We could go out and do more things. And it's just, it made me think I really want to go out and do things. But I think the real reason I'm on all the time is because I really feel like even if I can't go out, I can still connect to people, through a different portal, and Tumblr and Twitter and changing. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm changing people's lives when I do what I do, but I hope that I do. I really do. You guys don't honestly know how much it means to me when I get messages saying, thank you for your blog, you're so amazing, you're so sweet, and I literally sit there just staring at it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I've actually, I haven't done anything, I've just blogged about what I like, and I never realized that sometimes it makes people feel good, and just like it makes me feel good, it does, and, everybody that I follow, or talk to, or have become friends with, it really does, hits me, I'm really thankful that I have this community, to be a part of. And, I'm going to go later in life and maybe part of me will probably forget. But another part of me will remember that I changed someone's life and I was a part of something special. I know it's cheesy, but it really is pretty cool that people who are in this world and, Tumblr people do not get outside. We're always on, but it doesn't mean we're any less social. We're finding a different way to do it, and this is our way of doing it. I'm not saying it's bad, it's not good, but it is good to get out and do things and be with the people who are around you, not to just completely shut people out. Because it's important to have people who love you and know that you're still there and you're not kind of zoned out from the world. But, I keep saying but. I'm so sorry. You guys don't have to listen to this. Just turn it off if you want. But, I just really want to say how thankful and grateful I am that I'm still here, and you guys have been a big part of that, making me laugh, making me smile, and a big part does go to the Glee cast. I'm gonna devote to them, because honestly, I really don't know where I would be if this show didn't exist. I mean, I think I would be okay, but, like most of us, it just would be something we would have never found out about. It wouldn't be a part of our lives, but now that it has been, I think it really has affected a lot of people. Sometimes it's not seen, you can't really see it, but sometimes you can, just by the way people are acting. Like me, you know, my family sees it and people see it. Like, I'll be walking down the street singing one of the Glee songs, or any song in general, because I'm a walking jukebox. But people can really, it influences people. And I'm very outgoing. I love to sing. I love to jump around. I love to act like a 2-year-old, because you know what, life's too short to be serious. And yes, I am quoting Corey because it's true, and that's why I admire him, because it is. Life's too short to be serious. Every day passes by, and with all this myths and crap, you know, it makes us all think about what would happen if tomorrow was our last day. You know, what would you have been doing on your last night, or your last time going to bed, or waking up in the morning? You know, people are very ignorant to the fact that they don't know how lucky they are to be breathing, to be, you know, waking up in the morning. And it's really inspiring to people, and I just really want to say to everyone that don't take life for granted, because it really does, it's short, and we all have to really realize that sometimes it's good to go out, sometimes it's good to stay in, sometimes it's good to just tell someone you love them, give them a hug. You know what, I've actually contemplated on going out to a busy street in my town with a free hug sign and just hug everyone. And I know that's stupid, and not a lot of people would do it because they'd be scared, but I actually really want to do it. You know, honestly, I think, you know, just going out there and giving someone a hug, because sometimes you never know. You can't see pain in people's life because it's inside of them, you know, unless they walk around with a frown on their face all the time. And sometimes people don't. They mask it and they put on a smile, so we can't see the pain that's inside of them. And sometimes people just need to reach out and say, you know, I love you. You're special. You're beautiful. You're worth it. And just hug them. You know, nobody really realizes what a hug can do to someone. You know, which is why I hug people all the time. You know, even if they don't want one, I force it on them, because I know that I would want one if I was in a low place, or I just felt like I needed to be connected to someone. And it's really cool that something that simple can mean so much to someone. And I really want to share that with you guys. And I know I've said this before, but you guys are all really special to me. And I hope you know that I love each and every one of you. You guys are insane for continuing to follow me on my journey, even if it means staying inside the house. But I'm really glad, and I hope that later in life that I'm still there, and that I'm continuing to be a part of your life as you have been in mine. And I really, really want to say thank you for everything, and a big thank you to the Glee cast. I know they probably never see this, but thank you. From the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of all your hearts, I'm sure I can speak to all of you. Just thank you. I can't say it enough, and there's no other word that's more powerful than that. You know, I mean, if I could hug you, I would. So I'm just gonna hug the phone. But anyway, thank you guys for listening to this rambling mess. Let's hope that you guys have all seen a little insight to Mrs. Gleek Amber right here. Alright, signing off.